As I settle more into my 40s, I have become more intentional with how I spend my holiday season. I am now at the point where I enjoy doing the holiday with ease and make it a point to spend less time engaging in the hustle and bustle. I choose not to overconsume, and I reuse Christmas decor items that I've gathered over the years instead of rushing out to purchase new ones for some aesthetic feel. I choose scents and home fragrances that elicit a warm, inviting feel. Anything from cinnamon to clove or pine. Touches of red, white, and green always put me in the holiday spirit. Everything is set out in a clean yet cozy, intentional way. Coffee table books that represent my interests still remain, and pillows from spring season are balanced with holiday decor. During the holiday season, I purposefully choose comfort and peace. And recently, lo-fi Christmas jazz has become my thing. It just helps to soothe me, and it inadvertently just slows me down during this time. I make sure that the table is set out just in case family and friends stop by, because sometimes the holidays bring unexpected guests that I like to feel prepared for. That's just something my mom taught me, and the homey, simple, cozy decor always reminds me of her. Living intentionally also has a lot to do with placing yourself in environments where they're centered on your values or they just feed your soul. One of the places that I like to go to during the holidays, even though it can be a little bit crowded, is the Atlanta Botanical Gardens, because they put on such a great light show. And when you go, you can just feel the spirit of Christmas there. Although I'm being more intentional about not over-consuming, I do give myself something that usually catches my eye, like this leather bomber jacket I've had my eye on. It can be a staple piece in my wardrobe and also something that could be worn for a while. Christmas PJs are not usually my thing, but I thought, why the hell not? They're cozy and they do add a touch of femininity. At this age, adult priorities intensify, and self-care is a must in order to keep the stress levels down. During the holidays, I purposefully take time off to regroup, contemplate, reflect, and just dream a little. There's nothing wrong, girl, with a good daydream. There's nothing wrong with closing your eyes and envisioning your future. Listen, around the holiday times, I love being around my family and friends. That is one of the main things about the holidays, right? You get to take those PTO days to be around them. However, I encourage everyone to take a PTO day or a few of those days to just be to yourself. You know, I love being able to eat my own snacks in my own crib. I love it. I love being able to enjoy the heat, the electricity that I pay for, this mortgage that I pay for. You feel me? So sometimes you have to revel in the fact that you are able to do all those things and have all those things and be able to pay for all those things and just be grateful. And I feel like sometimes we often miss out on that time that we have to ourselves, especially us as women. I love being able to have the time to actually sit and do my nails and blow dry my hair. Like, it is truly becoming a lost art form. It seemed like back in the day we had time for it. Now it's just like we just don't have time for it anymore. And I know we're all grown and we opt out to have somebody do it for us. But babe, I'm just encouraging you to sometimes do it for yourself. It's not just a form of grooming. It is a form of feminine play. It connects you to your inner female child, the 13-year-old, the 16-year-old, the 18-year-old that used to do it for yourself. You know, when you were broke, you didn't have no money to go get your hair done and your nails done and your lashes done and the spa treatments and the this and the that. You didn't have it like that. And some of these things you used to do yourself. And some of these things you used to engage with and have commonalities and share with other women in your friend group. You used to do each other's hair and everything. And I just feel like the connection is now lost with some of those things, especially as we become adults. So if anyone is watching this, well, if any woman is watching this, I encourage you to get connected with that part of yourself, because it is you engaging and connecting to your femininity. When you engage in activities that connect to your femininity, it is a form of being intentional. You must tell yourself that you are a receiver. As a woman, you are a receiver, and that what you need will be given. The universe wants to protect its daughter at all times by giving her what she needs. And sometimes your needs are not always equal to your wants, but you have to ask yourself which one is more important. For any young lady that is watching this, I want to let you know, please prioritize your needs, because society will always indicate to you that you need to do the opposite. Do for yourself first. Do not, I repeat, do not spread yourself thin, always doing for others. And if you're my age, your time is now. Your time is now to reclaim every bit of time that was wasted. You've sown your seeds, so enjoy your harvest. Good evening, guys. It's Christmas. Well, it's not Christmas yet. It's not Christmas yet. Christmas is just a couple of days. It's a Sunday before Christmas. So I'm just I'm still, as you can see, I'm still hanging out in my pajamas. really comfortable. This is my outfit for today. All right. So anyway, I just wanted to do this quick little chat with you guys about being intentional, especially, with the new year approaching. I feel like we could all be a little bit more intentional about how we go about things, and how we're going to do things for this upcoming year. I never really, and this is an unpopular opinion, please don't judge me, but I've never been quite into the whole, new year, new me type of thing. I'm going to be unstoppable or unrecognizable in a year. And, you know, I've never been quite into that because I don't know, maybe that's just a therapist in me, talking. And I get it. I get why those phrases are coined and, all of that. I get it. So I'm not being like nitpicky about it, but take a deeper look into things, because I feel like we're always consistently evolving and growing, and and all of that. And I feel like those terms or those phrases put a lot of pressure, on people. You're always changing. No human being is perfect. I feel like you can make a lot of strides in a year, carry all of your years with you. You carry all of your formative years, with you. All of the things that has happened to you previously in life has made you, who you are. So I don't think you become like a completely like new version of yourself. I think you can become a more improved, version of self. You're always going to consistently, change over time. So I don't think one should limit themselves to a year, to a year of change. Even if you feel like you've completed a goal and you got to this point where you're like, oh yeah, I'm a whole new person and all of that, you still got work to do. Because you're not perfect. It's always going to be something. I just don't like for people to put a whole lot of pressure on themselves. But the phrase that I would, tend to use, or I think is a more holistic view, is, working through your life with intentionality, which is why I changed my name on my YouTube page to Intentionality with Ashley, because I feel like I've led my life with great intention. Um, Sometimes, some years not. I just felt like I was, floating sometimes. But for the most part, I have, and especially this year, I will be doing so. But that's the reason for the name change. But I wanted to give the channel more of a feel of what I wanted to use a word that incorporated what I'm about and what I provide, on this channel. I think a lot of people in general right now are starting to lean in towards being more present and aware in life. Like recently, especially like all over TikTok, a lot of people have been saying that, they may be leaving like Instagram or not using like as much social media. So Instagram or TikTok or YouTube, like a lot of people are not using probably a lot of that maybe in this upcoming year. I don't know if it's a fad or a trend. I don't know. I've been off of Instagram for a little bit now. I did plan to get back on there, more so for, YouTube purposes and business purposes. But I can see why people are, contemplating that, I guess. A lot of people, I think, are, like I said, trying to come back to self, be more aware of what's, going on in their life and not comparing themselves, against the lives of others. So, and I hear that comes up in my practice a lot. Hope that people, whatever, if you do come across this channel, I hope that you get a lot out of it. I'm this upcoming year, don't put too much pressure on yourself. I also just wanted to leave you guys with the overall definition of intention, being intentional. So, to be intentional means to act with purpose, making deliberate choices that align with your values and goals, rather than just letting things happen by accident or autopilot. It involves being mindful, focused, and clear about what you want to achieve, then taking thoughtful action to get there. bringing meaning and clarity to your life.